of October, I took the help of a TBR jar to pick out my October reads. I picked out 6 prompts through which I picked 6 books. The first prompt that I picked from the jar was a book with magical realism. And for that, I picked this book from my TBR pile. It's called The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Posson. And I've been hearing so much about this book. This book has been on my TBR for so long. Actually, a friend of mine gifted this to me for my birthday this year. So I'm super excited to read this one. So the second prompt that I picked from the jar was a book which is thrifted. I got this book last month itself from the book fair that happened in Pragati Maidan in Delhi. And I have been meaning to pick this book up for so long. I've seen all the movies and I have been super excited to read this. It's The Hobbit, and this book I know needs no introduction. I thought this was the perfect time to pick this up and finish it off. The next prompt that I picked from the jar was a dark romance, which is right up my alley. I love a dark romance, and for that I picked the third book in the Legacy of the Gods series. It's The God of Wrath by Rina Kent. Very excited for that one. I loved God of Malice. God of Pain was very decent for me, nothing amazing, but God of Malice was right there on top. I've heard a lot about God of Wrath, so I'm very excited to give that one a go. The next prompt that I picked from the jar was a 5-star prediction. This was a tough prompt. The book that I chose for this prompt was a book that a lot of my friends had recommended to me. A lot of them loved it, saying that I would read it in one sitting. It's like unputdownable. So I am predicting that this book is 5 stars, and the book is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I know a lot of you guys loved this book, so I'm very excited to dive into this. I hope I like it as much as you guys do. So the next prompt that I picked out, a book with a number on the title. And it's so funny because these are the only series in my TBR pile that does have a number, and I've been meaning to pick this book up for so long, ever since I read the first 2 books in the series in July. And this book is none other than Saving 6 by Chloe Walsh. This series became very heavy for me, that's why I needed to take a break, but I think I'm ready to dive back into this universe again. So this is what I picked for prompt number 5. And the last prompt that I picked up from the jar was the content should include a mythological creature. So for that book, again, I'm picking the book called The Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole. This has again been sitting on my TBR for the longest time. I've heard great things about this book, so I'm very excited to dive into this and see how I like it.